7 seconds left. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Justin. This broadcast and recording broadcast has been brought to you by RTG Media. We have your Lindbergh Flyers that are 3-0 into their Wickenheiser Journey Cup versus Wentzville Liberty. We are about to be underway in the first period. Lindbergh's wearing their dark jerseys, which is very, very thankful for the production booth. Makes this a lot easier to see who is on the ice. Now we are trying to figure out who is going to get the start between your Wentzville Liberty goaltenders, between Smith or Hudson. My apologies, it might be Dill or Hudson tonight. Number 39 or 37. Two goalies are dressed. Perfect. The music just makes it just way more alive in here. It's just nice. And 6:20 on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. I have never been in this arena before, and I have to say the viewing area is spectacular so far. And it is Guerin that is going to get the start for tonight for the Lindbergh Flyers. And it will be 37 Hudson. Right now, Smith, Callahan, Abercrombie, and I believe either Rybar or Matejchith is going to be starting on the center ice. Stratman, Guerin, Abercrombie, and Callahan as we get ready for the drop of the puck. It is on. Wentzville starting into their own lane, trying to get something started. Guerin goes in. Callahan tries to get a shot on net. Number 14, Faber for the Wentzville Eagles, is able to get something up. Tries to go through traffic. And Callahan is able to get that out of the zone, but they cannot clear it. Good attempt, pass on. Guerin tries to send it up. Abercrombie is up, but Guerin and Abercrombie go for a line change. Lindbergh wins the face-off, but Wentzville is able to keep it in their zone, fires it on net, and McMillan is able to send that to the boards. Unsuccessful they are about getting it up, but they do another attempt. Liberty goes up aggressive, and Guerin is able to make the save, drives all the way to the back. Lindbergh passes it up. Lind, number 21, throws a shot on goal, but it goes above the glass. Throws it in. Number 18, Nuff, 77, going up behind them. Lynn able to keep it into the zone. If Everett taps it back, but Wentzville is eager to get it out of their zone. They place it back. They got to be careful. There's some added pressure going on, and Guerin is able to make the save. Getting pretty hyped up from this music. Fun times. Face-off won by Lindbergh. Smith is able to take the defensive draw. Tripped up on the back. Smith is able to dig in behind the play. Liberty is able to send it back to their point man. Farber able to send it back into our zone. Lindbergh trying desperately to get that out. Provy is making sure that he's leaving someone coverage. Going across ice. dangerous shot of the play, but that could have been bad. Faber's able to sign that on, and Guerin is able to make a sprawling save. Wentzville Liberty is coming out hot and aggressive in this first period. 13:01 to go left in the first. Wentzville wins the face-off in their zone, but Lindbergh is being aggressive. Stratman trying to dig for it. He still has puck possession, but it is sadly lost. Although it is still in Wentzville's zone, Lindbergh hopes to capitalize on this. Lindbergh sends it back. Stratman going, trying behind the net. He's got Abercrombie and Smith for support. Callahan over on the far left. Sends it out. And that will be an icing. And this is the first face-off in Wentzville zone. Lindbergh's going to want to win this. Face-off won by Liberty. They're looking to get out. McMillan on the right-hand side goes to dig for it. Goes out of play, and that will be a whistle. Ryber and McMillan on the point. Face-off one. McMillan throws it on ice. Goes wide of the net. Tied up on the side. Liberty trying to send it to a teammate. Not able to get that pass on. McMillan tries to go up. Abercrombie tries to stick lift up the middle. It is a puck. It is a battle for possession in center ice. Luckily, we're able to retrieve it, send it back in our zone. Number 21, Lind, sends it over to our corner, looking for support. Guerin is able to get that shot on net and easily recover that. Lindbergh doing a great job on pressure. They got to be careful. 71 for Wentzville Liberty winds that up. Luckily, the shot does not connect. Abercrombie has the puck. Number 8, Ryber is on his left. Number 7, Stratman fires a shot on net, but that is taken by 37, Hudson, Wentzville's goaltender. Draw one by Wentzville. Looking for support. He has 51 ditch for Wentzville, able to retrieve it, taking it into our zone. Spins around the boards, looking to see where his options are, sends it back. Micah Smith, sends it up the middle, but is able to get blocked up. Wentzville's not able to clear that, sends it up the middle. Good defense by Lindbergh. 13, Ryber pitchforks it out, tries to clear it, but he is unsuccessful. Dakota Pullman, number 36, Micah Smith, sends it up, puts on pressure. One-on-one with the goaltender, and Guerin stands tall and is able to make that save. 51 for Liberty. Still has possession, tries to send it to his point man. He successfully does. Smith tries to clear that. He is successful. A race. Number 96, Dakota, is not able to beat that icing. .10-12 left in the first. Score still 0-0. Wentzville wins the face-off, but Lindbergh is fast to go on. Number Boyer and Vivret. Hudson is able to make the save. Good rush. Haven't heard this song in a while. Smith and Callahan are your defensemen out on the ice right now. He's able to flicker that in and keep it into Wentzville's zone. Sends it all the way up. Boyer and Nuff. Vivret able to go from it, not successful. Nuff has Vivret on his right, adding pressure on to the Wentzville defenseman. Good slash. Good puck possession, being able to cross the boards. McMillan and I believe Lind are your defensive pairings right now on the ice. Morelli and Taylor on the ice right now. Number 2, McMillan and Matachev. Morelli looking up for pressure. Lind able to retrieve the puck. Passes it over to Matachev in a stick battle. Has to be careful, covering up the point successfully. McMillan lays a big hit. That was Lind. Wentzville's defenseman's calling for it. Flyers are playing great coverage for being at the defensive end. Grueling hit sending over to the corner. They have to be careful, and they have to make sure that they are successfully able to break this out. They do not want to give it away to a player that already has a one-timer ready. Playing it around the board successfully. Sends it out to center ice. Faber, number 14 for Liberty, sends it over into Lindbergh zone and able to successfully get that out. Kuhn sends it in the middle. Number 51 for Wentzville takes it behind Guerin's net. Looking for the point man. Abercrombie tries to have a centering pass. He's unsuccessful. McMillan retrieves it back into their zone. Abercrombie slams it down, but loses it. Number 68, Callahan. Guerin is on the ice. Abercrombie is able to have the puck. He has Stratman on his right, sends it over a shot, but it is blocked in the middle. Abercrombie keeps it in. Goes behind Hudson's net. Loses his stick and goes to retrieve it. Smith goes to wind up, sends a shot over to the boards. Stratman and Guerin are talking to each other. Smith and Callahan are on the ice looking for support. Sends it on the net. Stratman goes behind Hudson's net. Sends it over. Abercrombie's wide open, but loses the shot. In a foot race, Stratman and Smith have each other's back. Good communication on that shift. Number 18, Nuff, goes behind the net. Kratz and number 40, Meyer, goes for a shot. And Guerin is able to make the save. Puck has not been frozen. What a desperation save. Able to get that. If that would have been a couple inches to the left, that would have been Liberty's first goal. But they are still in the zone. Nuff shoots it out. You have Verbrett. Body on body. Boyer looking for someone. You have Verbrett and Brovey on the ice right now. Playing back. You have Meyer for Wentzville shooting it out. And Lindbergh goes for a change. Brovey stands up. Guerin with the glove save. Face-off will be in Lindbergh zone. Face-off won by the Flyers. Taylor gets tied up. Abercrombie goes for a hit. McMillan retrieves the puck. Morelli on the blue line. Lind and Morelli are playing phenomenal defense this evening. Batachev goes up. Tries to get a pass from McMillan. Overs a feeding shot. They do have bodies up front. Morelli, Matachev, and Taylor are forwards trying to make a play happen. Taylor passes it. Shoots it on net. Hudson is able to make that save. Callahan's able to send that behind Hudson's net. Taylor is able to send it pitchforking up. Mishandles it. It goes into traffic. And Wentzville recovers. But a player does wipe out behind the net. Luckily, that wasn't a turnover to lead to a scoring opportunity. Smith sends it out into Lindbergh zone, but they have to go back and touch up. My apologies, they do not. A big hit on number 77 for Brett. But luckily he is okay, and he gets right back up. 4:20 left in the first period. Sends it up, and Hudson is able to stop that and make the save. No whistle has blown. I thought a whistle was called. Now one will. I could have sworn I heard one. That was risky. Guerin takes a face-off. Stratman sends it on net. And they have to be careful. Guerin's able to face that shot. Able to make the save. Face-off won by the Flyers. 17, my apologies, number 11, Abercrombie. Abercrombie has Stratman on the left-hand side. Will he shoot for it? Takes it himself, and that goes wide above the glass. Wentzville breaking out in their zone. Finds his man on the right defenseman. 36 Pullman. Goes to challenge him. Brovey has the side. Off the post. Oh my goodness. What an opportunity. All but net. Couldn't beat everything except for that. This entire arena is stunned right now. 2:50 left in the first period. Callahan sends it on net. And Hudson is able to make a phenomenal save. Woo, man. Guerin better be thanking that post right now. Oh my goodness. It was his, you thought it was his stick? Oh, we're gonna have to watch that. Number 10. Guerin gets pinned to the right-hand side. Verbrett and Smith and Callahan are both on the ice right now. 18 Nuff. Ladles it to the front. Guerin and Smith playing very, very good defensively. They do not want to have an odd man rush right now. Smith ties up the forward in the back. And Liberty draws first blood at 2:08 in the first period. Long game ahead. Offsides is the call. Lindbergh wins the draw, but Liberty is able to retreat back into their zone, sends it up to their defensive pair. Lind able to retrieve it behind the net. Passes it to Morelli. Number 9 takes it behind his net. Number 14, Matechev, looks for his bodies. Taylor able to send it up the middle. Morelli just whiffs on the shot. He would have had that if he had an extra second or two. And a puck is out of play. That's wild. Face-off tied up, but it does go Wentzville's way. 1:13 left in the first. Liberty has drawn first blood, 1-0. Sends it behind the goaltender. Boyer, Callahan now retrieves it. 18 Nuff. For Brett on his left. Sends it over to Nuff, number 18. Pins him in the corner. Pitchforks it out to center ice. Vervret sends it into Wentzville's zone. Pushes it back. And that will be an icing. Vervret steps in to take the face off. Boyer pressures, but Liberty is able to clear that. Smith goes and retrieves it, sends it over to the boards. Vervret interferes and tries to shake that off. He is successful. Morelli tries to pressure. He's got 3 guys on him. Come on, boys, dig in. You got this. And that puck goes out of play. Vervret wins the face-off. Smith is able to recover, and that is the first period. Liberty leads 1-0. And the start of the second period. Stratman, able to find Abercrombie, enters the zone, sends it on net, and Liberty is able to make that save. Face-off won by the Flyers. Guerin is able to send that behind the boards. Abercrombie is able to retrieve that. Lindbergh desperately trying to keep that into their zone. Wentzville's very, very cautious and trying to make sure that they do not give a breakaway. Abercrombie ties them up, but the puck has not left their zone. Wentzville fires on net, looking for a shot. Guerin's able to see that from a mile away, and he saves it. Face-off won by the Flyers. Smith is able to send that by the boards. Boyer looks to retrieve it. Nuff has possession. Looking for it, sends it down the opposite way. Verrett looks to add some pressure. Nuff is able to get that from center ice. Micah Smith and Callahan play very good defense, and Guerin is able to make the save. Yeah. Face-off won by Liberty. Sends it into the Flyer zone. Callahan is able to send that to Boyer. Deflection off the boards. Big hit. Sends it off. Deflection off front. Good reflexes by Guerin. Callahan looks to get that out of the outer zone, sends it to Verrett. He does it successfully. Boyer trying to get any possession on that. And Liberty has been able to successfully enter the zone of the Flyers for the first and a half periods. Brings it around the boards. Steps up. Good deflection in front. Through traffic. Boyer is able to get that out. Goes out the middle. Sends it a shot. Goes wide. Dumps it on net for Matechev. Puck is retrieved by Lind. He's able to send it down. Morelli is able to poke that into their zone. And Liberty has iced the puck. Face-off will be in Wentzville's zone. 11:42 left in the second period. Wentzville leaves 1-0. Taylor wins the draw. Hit it to the right side. He's got Lynn on defensive. And McMillan is able to retrieve that, dumps it into Wentzville's end, but it is deflected off. Ooh, that player is definitely going to feel that. He took that one straight to the side. Taylor is able to have a step, able to go wide, a single shot. Flyers hoping to gain some offensive pressure with this push. Kemp, number 87 for the Eagles, is able to go in. Slap shot face. Guerin is able to pass that away to the side with his stick. Deflection in front. I believe, yes. Morelli is out there without a stick. Oh, man. I think Morelli was given a stick by somebody, and they are able to ice the puck. Woo! Man. Another reason why I didn't play hockey. The cost of sticks. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Face-off won by the Flyers. Callahan is able to retreat and get it out of their zone successfully. He has Verret and Dakota to his side. Ryber able to step up, sends it back to the near side for Dakota. Shoots it on net, but is it deflected? Ref has given the all-clear sign that that will not be an icing because it hit off a player. Callahan steps behind his goaltender and tries to look at what his options are to break it out. Guerin jumps up and is able to make that save. Face-off won by Liberty. Gets tangled up in front. Stratman and Abercrombie tries to gain some separation. Successfully able to keep it in Wentzville's defensive zone. But Liberty is able to break it out. Some speed on these guys. Able to drop into the zone. And Guerin is able to go right on top of that for a whistle. Enough is kicked out of the face-off circle. Verret is going to take it and wins it. Brovary able to send it around the boards. Wentzville is able to keep it in. Brovey is able to pass it up back to number 90, Boyer. Lindbergh has it. Able to put it in Wentzville's zone. Number 90, Boyer, is able to send it on net, but is deflected by a Eagle. Passing center ice. Pullman goes over the net. Boyer has enough on his right. Pullman on the point. Tries to send it over back. Pullman's able to whiff the shot, not able to contain it in and keep it into their zone. Boyer's looking behind him to see if he has support. They were in the middle of a line change, but they are able to get fresh bodies on the ice before they're able to dump it into the zone. Abercrombie does a great deflection in to avoid a 2-on-1. Abercrombie takes the hit. Has to be careful not to get tied up. We do not want a pass to get drawn. Shot on net, and Guerin is able to make the save, but he's not able to save that. Sends it to a close winger. 8:06 left in the first. Puck tied up on the right-hand side. Sends it to Abercrombie. Guerin able to drop that behind his net for number 2, McMillan. Sends a shot over to Stratman. Sends it close to ice. Guerin has a step. Able to trying to make something happen, and then a trip is called. But they are more focused on getting fresh legs on the ice right now. Sends it behind the net. Lindbergh looking for something. Abel tries to send a puck down the middle. Number 7, Stratman. Chips the puck in their own zone. And Wentzville is able to clear. They have to make sure that everybody is on sides before they're able to go. That goes wide. Ooh, up here in the press box, that shot made me nervous. Gosh. These shots are hard. Abercrombie able to go to the right side. Right now, Taylor looking to gain some space. Tries a backhand, but that goes wide. Smith passes it up to Taylor. Morelli and Matechev staring down their opponents, but they're able to clear it, and that will be an icing. Great song. Matechev and Morelli are at their point, looking for anything. Backhanded shot, and it scores! Lindbergh ties it! Great shot by number 8, Freddie Taylor. And that is his second point of the postseason. We are all tied up. 6:03 left in the second quarter. I always say that, quarter, period. And that puck is out of play. We may need a new puck because that is stuck in the webbing. Puck dropped. Flyers are able to successfully take it in Wentzville zone. Sends it on net, and Hudson is able to make the save. Flyers tie up in Wentzville Liberty zone. Brovey and Pullman go and protect the puck in the Flyers zone. Shot on net. Guerin's able to have all of his eyes on that. Morelli is able to pass that to Boyer, number 90. Boyer looks to maintain control of it behind Hudson's net. Kumpf trying to get a shot on. It is taken away. Pullman looks to support. Still able to keep it in. Brovey's able to keep it back. Sends it up. Tries to see what his options are behind the net. Verret shoots it above the goaltender. Good shot. Verret sends it and scores! Number 77. Wiley Verret scores his 5th point of this postseason. And the Flyers have a lead. 4:53 left in the second. Flyers win the opening face-off. Taylor pitchforks it out. But Wentzville is eager to get it back in. Sends up the pass. A lot of pressure into Wentzville zone. They are able to take it out. Taylor sends it to McMillan. McMillan looking to keep it in. Ooh, has to be careful. Either a high stick and did not want an official to get injured on that play. 14th Matechev is able to dump that in. Taylor on his right side. Lind at the point. And Morelli up at center ice. Able to keep that in. Sends it in. Morelli goes for some pressure. Gosh, this barn echoes more than any other rink I've been inside. The hits are loud. The shots are loud. Sends it to Dakota. He's able to retrieve that. Vervret. Able to get that to the side. Is able to keep that in, but have to be careful to not draw an onside call. Liberty breaks it out of the zone. Dakota is able to swap that out. Lindbergh may have numbers on this rush. Reiber, size, and Hudson is able to stand tall and make that. Wow. Let's just make sure that he's okay. Oh my gosh. Luckily, the player is able to get up. My goodness. .324 left in the second period. Lindbergh is able to win the faceoff in Wentzville's zone, but they are eager to get it out, as they do now. Sends it on net. Guerin is able to track that and save it. Guerin. Abercrombie are on the ice right now. Stratman looks for his teammate. Callahan desperately trying to get that out. But the Eagles are wanting to. Stratman has some way to go. But that puck did not bounce the way he wanted to. Smith is able to break that out. Stratman sends it. Abercrombie's looking to make sure he does not get an onside call. Stratman goes for it, but that is out of reach. And Wentzville goes to work and tries to break it out of their zone and get fresh legs on the ice. Wentzville setting up in Lindbergh's zone. Forward the point. Some miscommunication over the right side. They got to be careful. Pullman goes for a sprawling save, and he is successfully able to do that. Deflected in front. Good pressure by Smith. Guerin and Abercrombie looking straight down. That goes wide. A shot. And Lindbergh is able to send that down. Stratman has some space on him. It looked like it was going to be a foot race. Lindbergh has to be careful right now. It's only Callahan going over for the back. Guerin is able to take that shot all day and saves it. Ooh, a big check up of the face. Wentzville tries to calm the play down, but they are desperate to get something left. 1:13 left in the second period. Flyers lead 2-1. McMillan does some fancy moves, sends a firing shot. I don't know why the play was stopped, but a whistle was called. Draw one by Lindbergh. Boyer is able to get into Wentzville's zone. He has Vervret on his side. Number 10, Guerin shoots it on net, but that goes high. Vervret able to get over to the right-hand side. 32 seconds left. Throws a shot on net, but that is deflected in traffic. Big hit by Lind. Able to disrupt that path. 17 seconds left. Stratman over the right-hand side sends a puck wide. Boyer looking for someone on the point or in mid-ice. Right between a line change. Throws the body. McMillan does. And that is the end of the second period. For the third period, Lindbergh still leads 2-1. This game is far from over. Taylor was a little bit too excited, but is able to draw an offsides call. Liberty wins the faceoff. Sends it to his defenseman. Defenseman is able to trip over it, and Lindbergh looks to capitalize on that opportunity to put more pressure on the offensive zone, but Liberty is able to recover. No icing will be called on that play. Guerin had his hand up looking for something. Smith sends it around the boards and is looking for Morelli. Some miscommunication between two Flyers as Wentzville looks to go looking for an opportunity to set up a play. Sends it to number 14, the fiber player, and Guerin is able to make that save. Face-off won by the Flyers in Wentzville zone. My apologies, into their own zone. We switched periods. Boyer and now Nuff. Vervret holds the puck, dumping it into Wentzville zone. Wentzville is successfully able to take that up. Fight for it. Both teams are fighting for it at center ice. Oh. Boyer. Ooh. Either a big hit was dished in or a collision happened at center ice. My eyes were not towards that side of the rink. Face-off one. Puck thrown to Lindbergh side of the ice. Sends it to halfway. Is able to go into Wentzville zone. Reiber trying to send it back. Puck now is in play for it. Guerin is able to save it. Oh, what a desperation save by him. Oh, one-on-one with the goaltender. Tries to go 5-hole, but is able to recover. Stratman with the hands. Number 87, Kemp for Wentzville, is able to give it out of their zone. 41, Kuhn tries to make something happen. And Lindbergh's end sends it around the boards. Lindbergh hoping that they can get this puck out quickly. And Guerin is able to fall on top of that. Face-off won by Lindbergh. They were able to get it out of their zone. And they are going to have to race to beat the icing, which they do thanks to Rybar. Lindbergh adding added pressure. Number 96, Dakota, had a great shot on net, but that is deflected. Whoa! That is not going to be allowed. Lindbergh has now a delayed call. And Lindbergh is going to go to the power play. Where did she go? The fucking drink thing is over there. Liberty wins the face-off in their zone. Number 9, Taylor, looking for a shot. Oh, goes wide. It was so close. Good pressure by McMillan. Number 90, Boyer, digging to see if he can help his teammate. Is successfully able to get that puck out. Number 21, Lind. Hopes to look back. Lind has it. Has McMillan on his right-hand side. Number 21, Lane, is able to break it into the zone. .43 seconds left on the man advantage for Lindbergh. Communication with the goaltender. Boyer is able to retrieve the puck. Sends it to his captain, Callahan. And they're able to break into the zone. But an offsides call. Everyone is trying to get in through those doors. Yeah.
And they're on the other side watching. So I couldn't do anything.
What is that?
Dr. Pepper.
Oh. Oh, no. Lindbergh is in the box. And I believe there's a conversation going on about how many, either who's going to be on the ice or how many players are going to be on the ice. .47 left in the third period. What a deflection goal, and Wentzville Liberty has tied it, but there looks like there is some conversation between the coaches.
Oh, that was a floater.
Wow. And I believe that goal stands. We are all tied up 2-2. Wentzville looks to break it out of their zone, and they do it successfully. Number 19 for the Eagles takes it out, but circles out. Looking for another opportunity. He has Verrett and Boyer in his way. Number 91 I apologize, 63. Smith. Wentzville's doing a great job looking for lanes and breaking out of their own zone into ours. Smith for the Flyer is able to break that out successfully. Gave it away. Has to be very, very careful for the rebound. Thank goodness Micah Smith was able to get that out. That was a dangerous opportunity. Lindbergh has to get all the way back. Long pass by Wentzville. You could say that Wentzville has a lot of momentum on their side, as that was able to tie it up. Hits are being thrown now. This is the time of the game where you have to make sure that your emotions are in control. You do not want to cost your team any type of penalty. Taylor tries to get in, uses force and a lot of aggression. Number sends it over the right-hand side. A lot of conversations that are happening right now, and we have to figure out who is going to the sin bin right now. Elbowing? Taylor for elbowing? Oh boy. Now Lindbergh has 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in this third period, being tied against Wentzville versus Flyers. 2 minutes, number 9, Freddie Taylor. And a timeout has been called. Do you want me to start bringing you headphones? Okay. Also, would you prefer if we brought a monitor for this so you don't have to use this? Okay, okay. Just curious. It's nice. That's true. That's very true. More shit we'd have to carry. You see Lindenwood? .45 left to play in the third period. We are all tied up. Wentzville and Flyers. And a successful breakout for the Flyers. A desperation poke by Boyer. McMillan and Lind are out right now. And Verbrett for the winger. Have a player to the right-hand side. Have to be careful. Lind is able to see the pass. McMillan steps up. Save by Guerin. And it is successfully sent down to the other side of the ice by the Flyers to get a change. One minute left in the penalty. And Guerin is able to go on top of that and make the save. Good question. We need to start bringing our water bottles. Face off won by Liberty. Looks for some opportunities. Sends it to his forward. Callahan trying his best to dig at it. Fires a shot on net. Luckily, it's broken up in traffic. Guerin is able to get over out of his crease. Has to make sure he is able to recover. Sends it a fires shot on net. Misses a wide open net for a second attempt. And Guerin is able to successfully make a desperation save. Wow, 20 seconds left for the minor penalty that Lindbergh is facing. Oh my goodness. Everyone's eyes just widened for that opportunity. Wentzville wins it, sends it back to Kempf. Looking to the right-hand side, has it. Guerin's able to send that straight to his chest. I know. Whew, 13 seconds left in the power play for the penalty kill, depending on which team you are rooting for. Lindbergh is able to send that all the way to the right-hand side, but is unable to clear it. Looking to add more pressure. McMillan sends it over the right-hand side, and Guerin, with a glove save, is able to send that. They do have Reiber over to the right-hand side. And the Flyers are back at even strength. Taylor goes for the poke check. He is unsuccessful. Matechev tries to go body on body. Has to make sure, but then sees the wide opportunity. Is able to dump the puck in. Taylor goes in for reinforcements. Poke checks it. Matechev puts his body on the net. Body on the other defenseman. Lynn trying to go up. Has to be very, very careful not to draw another call. That is the last thing you want. 5:04 left in the third. Guerin is able to lock in and make the save. Face-off won by the Flyers. Smith is able to send that out and is recovered by Wentzville. Verrett looks to add extra pressure. He has number 18, his teammate Nuff, coming in for support. Callahan and Smith are both on the point. Boyer. Now it is a battle of center ice. Takes a shot on net, but Guerin is able to make the save. Face-off won by Wentzville. Luckily, that is deflected back into the netting. Face-off win for Liberty. Desperately trying to get a shot on net. It is broken up. Brovey loses his stick. Has to be careful. Oh, a deflection. Shot went wide. And Brovey is able to shoot that puck out of a dangerous spot. Number 10, Guerin, sends it on net. Abercrombie gets in the way, but luckily he is all right. Now, Guerin on the right-hand side. Stratman looking for a shot. Hits Hudson. Pullman looking for a shot on net. They want to play defensively. Smart. Poke checking their way. Abercrombie gliding to the point. It deflects off. Pullman trying to pitchfork it out. 3:25 left in the third period. Both these teams are as how they started, tied, except they both have 2 deserved goals. Flyers are doing very, very well at communicating with their bench to make sure that they have fresh legs on the ice. And now Lindbergh looks to break out of their zone, passes it to Abercrombie. Tries to go straight in for number 90, Boyer. Taylor is behind him looking for reinforcements. Tries to lay a hit on the body. Verret and Lind are able to tie up the dangerous opportunity for him. Lindbergh sets it up. Number 8, Taylor sends a shot on net. Hudson's able to save that down. Second attempt for a rebound. He's able to send that away. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
I shouldn't be drinking this, but I am.
You didn't tell me what how to drink.
I was hoping water, but it's okay. I'll live. It's cold. Wentzville in their zone. Stratman looking to add extra pressure along with Abercrombie, but he gets shaken off. Number 10, Guerin. Abercrombie has support on his right, trying to make sure that they are able to dump this on sides. Sends it out. 14, Faber gives him a little bit of a love tap. 10, Guerin trying to start from a foot race. Tries not to get interfered with. Abercrombie has the puck. Loses it. And that goes wide, and that will be an icing in Wentzville's zone. Freddie Taylor takes the face-off. McMillan is able to successfully keep it in. But Wentzville has numbers. Lynn does a great job at bouncing that back into the zone. Number 17, Olages fires a shot on net, but it goes off the post. Phenomenal opportunity, though. Great communication to break that puck out of the net. It goes right behind Guerin. They have to be careful not to lose communication. Wentzville is able to draw into the arena looking for a far in. Guerin is able to have that puck in his glove. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Why couldn't this rink be where Afton is and Afton's rink be where this is? Oh my gosh. I love watching hockey games here. This is so amazing. McMillan's able to dump that puck out. Morelli has possession. And Guerin, my apologies, Boyer sends it straight into Hudson's glove. But there will be an offensive face-off in Wentzville zone. .2 seconds left in the third. Face-off 1 in Wentzville zone is dug for by Boyer. Verret also there to help. Side pass. Callahan's able to break that up. Making sure. Great save by Guerin. This team is playing for each other. I got to give them that, man. This team is playing for each other. This team wants another W. When there's a time to lock in, it is now. Wow, right off the face-off. Oh, Lindbergh coaches yelling to players on the ice to make sure that they do not get a call for. And number 90, Boyer, whiffs up the shot. Hudson's able to make that save. 4.3 left in the second period. And this game ends tied. Yep. Ends tied.